there, friends! Welcome back to the channel where we make money talk fun, approachable, and, most importantly, actionable. Today, we're diving into something super exciting, what $1,000 can do. Picture this: you just got a $1,000 tax refund, a work bonus, or maybe you've been saving up some extra cash. That $1,000 is sitting in your bank account, and you're wondering, what's the smartest, most impactful way to use it? Well, you're in the right place, because we're about to explore a ton of practical, creative, and life-changing ways to make that $1,000 work for you. Now, $1,000 might not sound like a fortune, but trust me, it's a powerful starting point. Whether you want to boost your finances, invest in yourself, or even make a difference in someone else's life, this amount can open doors you didn't even know existed. In this video, we're going to cover 7 awesome ways to use $1,000, including investing in the stock market, paying off debt, starting a side hustle, leveling up your skills, building an emergency fund, creating unforgettable experiences, and even giving back through charity. Each section will come with real-world examples, practical steps, and a sprinkle of inspiration to get you excited about what's possible. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. What would you do with $1,000 right now? Drop your ideas in the comments below, and let's spark some inspiration together. Oh, and if you love practical money tips like these, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Alright, let's get started. Section 1. Investing in the stock market, why investing matters. Let's kick things off with one of the most exciting ways to use $1,000, investing in the stock market. Now, I know what you're thinking: investing can sound intimidating, like it's only for Wall Street pros. But here's the cool part. In 2025, investing is more accessible than ever, even for beginners. With $1,000, you can start building wealth that grows over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest. Here's a quick stat to get you pumped. Historically, the S&P 500, which tracks the 500 biggest companies in the US, has delivered an average annual return of about 7% after inflation. That means your $1,000 could grow to around $2,000 in 10 years, assuming you reinvest those gains. Not bad for letting your money do the work. Right, how to get started? So, how do you actually invest $1,000? First, you'll need a brokerage account. Platforms like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Charles Schwab are great for beginners because they offer low fees and user-friendly interfaces. If you want something even simpler, try a robo-advisor like Betterment or Wealthfront. They'll build a diversified portfolio for you based on your goals.
A smart move is to invest in exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. These are like baskets of stocks that give you exposure to hundreds of companies at once, reducing your risk. For example, an S&P 500 ETF like Vanguard's VU is a solid choice. With $1,000, you could buy several shares and still have cash left over for other investments. Pros and cons. Bros. Investing can grow your money over time, and $1,000 is enough to start diversifying. Plus, it's passive, you don't have to micromanage it. Cons. The stock market can be a roller coaster. Prices can drop, and you need to be patient to see gains. Never invest money you'll need in the next year or two. Real-life example, let's meet Jake, a 28-year-old graphic designer from Chicago. Jake got a $1,000 bonus last year and decided to invest it in a mix of ETFs through Fidelity. He put $700 into an S&P 500 ETF and $300 into a bond ETF for some stability. A year later, his portfolio grew to $1,080, not life-changing, but Jake's thrilled to see his money working for him. "It feels like I'm building something for my future," he says. That's the kind of hope and excitement investing can bring. Action steps: open a brokerage account with a platform like Fidelity or Betterment. Research low-cost ETFs. Look for ones with expense ratios under 0.1%. Invest your $1,000 and set up automatic contributions, even if it's just $50 a month. Be patient, think long-term, not get rich quick. Investing is exciting, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Let's move on to another powerful option: paying off debt. Section 2. Paying off high-interest debt-wide debt payoff is a game-changer if you've got high-interest debt like credit card balances or personal loans using your $1. Zero to pay it down can feel like a weight lifted off your shoulders. In 2025, the average credit card interest rate in the US is hovering around 22%. That means if you owe $1,000 on a card and only make minimum payments, you could end up paying hundreds extra in interest. Ouch! Paying off debt isn't just about saving money, it's about peace of mind. Imagine the relief of seeing that balance drop to zero. It's like giving yourself a raise.
How to do with best strategy is the Avalanche method. Focus on the debt with the highest interest rate first. List all your debts, their balances, and interest rates. Then, put your $1,000 toward the one with the highest rate while continuing minimum payments on others. This saves you the most money in the long run. If you prefer a quick win for motivation, try the Snowball method. Pay off the smallest debt first to build momentum. Either way, use a budgeting app like YNAB or Mint to track your progress. Pros and cons. You'll save on interest, reduce financial stress, and free up cash for other goals. Cons. It might feel less exciting than investing or spending, and you won't see immediate returns like with a purchase. Real-life example: meet Sarah, a 34-year-old nurse from Atlanta. Sarah had $3,000 in credit card debt at 20% interest. When she got a $1,000 tax refund, she used it to pay down her highest interest card. That move saved her $200 in interest over the year and gave her the confidence to tackle the rest of her debt. I felt like I could breathe again, Sarah says. That's the kind of relief we're talking about. Action steps: list your debts with balances and interest rates. Choose the Avalanche or Snowball method based on what motivates you. Use your $1,000 to make a big payment on your target debt. Adjust your budget to keep chipping away at the rest. Paying off debt is like clearing the path for your financial future. But what if you want to create new income streams? Let's talk about starting a side hustle. Section 3. Starting a side hustle. A side hustle rocks if you're dreaming of extra income or turning a passion into profit. $1,000 can jumpstart a side hustle. In 2025, the gig economy is booming. Think freelance services, e-commerce, or content creation. A side hustle not only boosts your bank account, but also gives you a sense of pride and independence. Who doesn't love the idea of making money doing something they enjoy? How to get started? Your $1,000 can cover startup costs like equipment, marketing, or inventory. For example, freelancing. Spend $500 on a decent laptop and $500 on a course or software like Adobe Creative Cloud for designers. E-commerce. Use $700 for initial inventory, for example, print-on-demand t-shirts, and $300 for a Shopify subscription and ads. Content creation. Invest $800 in a good camera or microphone and $200 in editing software. Platforms like Upwork, Etsy, or YouTube make it easy to start. Research your niche, set up a professional profile, and use your $1,000 to make your hustle shine. Pros and cons. You could turn $1,000 into a steady income stream. Plus, it's empowering to build something of your own. Cons. Side hustles take time and effort, and success isn't guaranteed. You might need to learn new skills or face competition.
Real-life example. Meet Priya, a 30-year-old from Seattle who felt stuck in her admin job. She used $1,000 to enroll in a data analytics bootcamp on Coursera. 6 months later, she landed a junior analyst role with a $15,000 salary increase. I never thought I could switch careers, Priya says. That $1,000 changed my life. Talk about inspiration. Action steps. Identify a skill that aligns with your career goals or interests. Research reputable platforms like Coursera or Udemy. Allocate your $1,000 for courses, certifications, or materials. Set a study schedule and stick to it. Learning new skills can transform your future. But what about preparing for the unexpected? Let's talk about emergency funds. Section 5. Building an emergency fund. Why an emergency fund is essential. Life is unpredictable. Car repairs, medical bills, or job loss can hit when you least expect it. An emergency fund is like a financial safety net giving you peace of mind and security. In 2025, experts recommend having 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved. But $1,000 is a fantastic start. How to do it? Open a high-yield savings account with a bank like Ally or Marcus by Goldman Sachs, where you can earn around 4% interest in 2025. Deposit your $1,000 and commit to adding to it over time. Keep this money separate from your checking account to avoid temptation. If you already have some savings, use your $1,000 to boost your fund closer to 1 month's expenses, for example, $1,500, $2,000. Pros and cons. Pros: an emergency fund reduces stress and prevents debt during crises. Cons: the money won't grow as fast as investments, and it might feel boring to save. Real-life example: meet the Johnson family from Dallas. When their car broke down last year, they used their $1,000 emergency fund to cover the $800 repair bill. It was such a relief not to stress about how to pay for it, says Lisa Johnson. That $1,000 gave them security and kept them out of debt. Action steps: open a high-yield savings account. Deposit your $1,000 and label it your emergency fund. Aim to save 1 month's expenses over time. Only use the fund for true emergencies, not vacations or shopping. An emergency fund is all about security. But what if you want to live a little? Let's talk about using $1,000 for experiences. Section 6. Creating unforgettable experiences. Why experiences matter. Sometimes, the best way to use $1,000 is to create memories that last a lifetime. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a concert, or a special family outing, experiences can bring joy and connection. In 2025, travel and entertainment costs are still reasonable if you plan smartly. How to do it? With $1,000, you could book a weekend trip to a nearby city, for example, $500 for flights and $500 for a hotel, Airbnb. Buy tickets to a bucket list event, like a Broadway show or a music festival, $300, $500 per person. Plan a family staycation with local activities like amusement parks or dining out.
Pros and cons. Pros: experiences create lasting memories and can strengthen relationships. Cons: the money is spent rather than invested, and costs can add up quickly. Real-life example: meet Aisha, a 40-year-old teacher from New York. She used $1,000 to take her 2 kids to Washington, D.C. for a weekend. They visited free museums, stayed in a budget hotel, and splurged on a nice dinner. "My kids still talk about that trip," Aisha says. "It was worth every penny." That's the joy of investing in experiences. Action steps: decide what kind of experience excites you: travel, events, or family fun. Set a budget and research deals on platforms like Kayak or Ticketmaster. Use your $1,000 for the core costs, e.g., flights, tickets, and plan frugally for extras. Capture the memories with photos or a journal. Experiences feed your soul, but what about giving back? Let's explore using $1,000 for charity. Section 7. Giving back through charity. Giving feels good. Using $1,000 to help others can be incredibly rewarding. Whether it's donating to a cause you care about or supporting your local community, giving back creates a ripple effect of positivity. In 2025, charities across the U.S. are tackling issues like hunger, education, and disaster relief. Your $1,000 can make a real impact. How to do it? Research reputable charities on platforms like Charity Navigator or GuideStar to ensure your money is used effectively. You could donate $1,000 to a national organization like Feeding America, which can provide 10,000 meals. Support a local cause, like a community center or animal shelter, with cash or supplies. Split your $1,000 among multiple causes for broader impact. Consider volunteering your time alongside your donation to deepen your connection to the cause. Pros and cons. Pros: giving back feels amazing and supports causes you care about. Cons: you won't see a financial return, and it's important to vet charities carefully. Real-life example: meet Tom, a 50-year-old from Denver. Tom used $1,000 to donate to a local youth program that provides after-school activities for kids. His donation helped fund art supplies and sports equipment for 20 kids. Seeing those kids smile was priceless, Tom says. That's the kind of impact giving can have. Action steps: identify a cause you're passionate about. Research charities on Charity Navigator to ensure transparency. Donate your $1,000 or use it to buy supplies for a local organization. Consider volunteering to amplify your impact.
Conclusion: your $1,000, your future wow. We've covered a lot today, from investing in the stock market to paying off debt, starting a side hustle, learning new skills, building an emergency fund, creating memories, and giving back. $1,000 can do so much. The key takeaway: this small amount can be a game changer if you use it intentionally. Whether you're chasing financial freedom, personal growth, or a chance to make a difference, your $1,000 is a powerful tool. So, what's your plan? Are you going to invest, pay off debt, or maybe plan a dream trip? Drop your ideas in the comments. I can't wait to hear them. And if this video inspired you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more money tips, and check out our other videos on budgeting and investing. Your $1,000 is just the start. Let's keep building your financial future together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.